You guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you were all doing well. There are a number of companies that make amazing products, but in past recent years, a lot of these companies have started to take a stance, whether it be social or political. Now, if you guys have watched previous videos, I have been in the mindset of keep your politics or your social stances out of your products. Just keep making good products. It's really that simple. But like I've said, in the last couple of years, a lot of these companies decided to put all their eggs into one basket, social or political. You have companies like Bud Light trying to team up with Dylan Mulvaney just for it to immediately backfire in their face and then claim they had no plan to have a long-term relationship with Mulvaney, but just to have this little creator can as like a little promotion. But we all know, if it did not backfire the way it did, we would be seeing Dylan Mulvaney cans just sprawled throughout everywhere, which ultimately cost Bud Light billions of dollars of market share and hundreds of millions of dollars overall in the US. And as to no surprise, most consumers don't want to see these companies getting involved in social or political things pretty much at all. So let's jump into today's story from the dailymail.com. Don't trend on me. Nearly 60% of Americans want big businesses to stay out of politics, new Gallup poll reveals. 60% of Americans believe that companies should not take public stances on social or political issues, according to the new Gallup and Bentley University poll. While some business leaders have openly embraced woke ideologies, this poll suggests this approach may negatively impact public approval of the company. Americans are least likely to support corporate involvement in areas like abortion, 26%, political candidates, 19%, and religion, 15%. And just for your guys' reference, I will put the percentages of the poll up right here. Now, with the whole issue that came with Dylan Mulvaney's partnership with Bud Light, I also have an equal amount of an issue when the new beer company propped up called ultra-conservative beer. The whole idea of that beer is just trying to be opportunistic on the situation itself. It has nothing to do with giving a damn about your values or what you care about. So from the right or the left, these companies are really just trying to cater to whatever it is your belief is. Because truthfully, ultimately, none of these companies give a damn about what you think or what you believe in. Because ultimately, all they want from you is your money. And a lot of these social political pushes are just assuming where America's mindsets are. A lot of these problems seem to stem from these companies, social or political teams looking at Twitter or whatever else and getting a false sense of the landscape. A good example of this is Target losing $4 billion in market share. They assumed ideas like the tuck-friendly swimsuits was going to pan out really well. But in reality, most Americans that aren't sucked in by social media such as like X or Twitter or whatever, they are really against the ideology of this whole practice. Especially when practices like these are being pushed directly to children. Now, my thoughts on the matter, whether it be woke or conservative or whatever else in between, I don't want to hear about it, especially not from a company. The only thing I expect from a company is a good quality product. Whether it be clothing or alcohol, just give me the best thing you can make and really make a name for yourself that way. Because if you try to push on a social or political stance, you only look like you're pandering. Most people can see right through it. A lot of people buy certain products based on its history, on its lineage. When I walk into a store to buy something, whether it be a clothing item or something else, I don't just look at the quality of the material or whatever it may be, but I also look at what is the lineage of this product. When you think of a company like Oakley, for instance, and I don't know where they've landed on social political things, but when you think of Oakley, you think of what exactly? To me, I think of eyewear that is used in pretty much every sport ever conceived. I've seen everything from everyday people to police officers to pretty much anyone wearing Oakley sunglasses. The point being, a company like Oakley didn't really build itself on something specific. They're just known for having a pretty decent product at a not so great price. Now, if you dig in deep enough, you might be able to find something about the company that they have said about whatever. I don't really know their entire history. I'm just kind of using them as an example. They could be completely left or completely right. I'm not entirely sure. But the point being, I just want to see companies making good products at reasonable or fair prices. Whatever the employees of the company's political views are, I don't care. I just don't care about any of that. Just give me good things. That's all I want. But the story from the New York Post here actually goes a bit in depth, so I will leave a link to the story in the description down below. But I really do want to know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. And as always, do not forget to hit the like or the dislike button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you always get notified, hopefully, when I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.